It's starting. No, it's not connected to Zoom. It's just Facebook Live. Lynn's gonna help me when she gets here. I am early. Oh no, it's 10 o'clock now. Not early. Gonna wait and see if anybody shows up. My computer, as soon as I go live, the fan comes on. Oops, this side. There's a piece of my tinsel, my fairy hair sticking straight out. Oh, I got a viewer. Who's here? I want to say hi. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Comment. $10:01. I'm almost on for 2 minutes. Time, huh? It flies when you're having fun. Are we having fun? Good morning, Doreen. Sunshine. Yeah, we need to bring some sunshine down here. We don't have no sunshine. That's okay. Got 4 people on. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lynn. Oh my gosh, this is so fun, you guys. So good to just think about you guys, because I just love you all. You, each one in your own way. As soon as I see your name and get that image of you inside, it's just love. My heart does something just so awesome. Anyway, and I appreciate you spending your morning, especially Lynn, because it's 8 for her. She's in Colorado, where she's going to have 50-degree temperatures in December, mid-December. What? That's awesome. So we were watching a movie last night on Netflix with Julia Roberts. It is powerful. She's out. Her and her family took a vacation out in somewhere. You guys, you gotta see this movie. Lately I've been watching these movies. I don't know if I'm just seeing them more in depth, but this freaking movie was powerful on Netflix. They go out there on this. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you too. This movie on Netflix with Julia Roberts. I'm not sure the name of it. I should have written down the name of it, but it's a brand new movie, and her and her family go out somewhere and they rent a house, Airbnb, for a week for a vacation. And this black guy and his daughter show up. They say it's their house and they need to spend time there because something's going on where they are in their vicinity. They don't know. They're putting pieces together. Nobody's phone works. The TV stopped working. Any communication out was done. And it ends up becoming survival. Well, Julia Roberts also is a very angry person. Blame. Something's going wrong, so it's automatic to blame someone. And she's just angry, so the young girl asks her, I don't want to spoil it for you. Well, this isn't really spoiling it. Why are you so angry? Oh, my God. It was, she got that in her face. Why am I so quick to judge? And why am I so angry? Basically, it was fear. Big time fear. And I could feel it. This movie shows you how dependent we are because they were at this place somewhere, but they followed the GPS. Even the GPSs weren't working. All the Teslas were smashing into each other. They tried to go to the hospital because, oh, God, it is so well done. The ending, though, don't expect for a happy ending. Not like The Shift. The Shift is brilliantly done. The Shift, if any of you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, this movie is powerful. If for going within, for okay, the movie, Alicia, is good morning, Alicia, is it's Julia Roberts on Netflix, and it's Julia Roberts' brand new movie. It's going to be the first one there. I don't remember the name of it, but so good. The end. I'm not going to say anything, but my girlfriend Phoebe, who is, you know, like us, all looking within for answers, for to realize who we are beyond these bodies and minds. You did see it, Alicia. What? Oh my God, huh? Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. It's good to see you here. I was just saying, whenever I see you guys' names, it makes me think of your faces beyond this world. Yeah. And it makes me just love you guys. I just feel so much love whenever I connect with you or see your image in my mind. Each one of you holds a space here that just makes this heart just get so big. Anyway, yeah, Beyond This World. It showed us how much this has taken over. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but when the satellites went down, they didn't know how to even get to a hospital for their son who was, they thought was dying. The Teslas were smashing into each other. Here they are coming up to all these cars in a long line of cars where they're all smashed. And they all say Tesla on the back. There's nobody driving them because that's the vision, is the cars are going to drive themselves. Ugh, it's a shocker. It's a, thinking back to simplicity when we had the maps, when we went with Obama made this movie. The Obamas? Wow. I did not know. But geez, it is quite the, I mean, think about it. They make you think that the Chinese or Koreans or whatever are bad. Anyway, if somebody screws with the satellites and the internet and takes it down, so many people's actual livelihoods would be gone. Being able to make money, being able to get from here to there. But these people were at an Airbnb where they just relied on their GPS to get there, and they're going to rely on it to get out. Woo! It just made me think completely different. It's like, okay. But then there's the other side of gratitude for this, to be able to just punch in somebody's address. Like Phoebe and I went to see this man this week, John McMillan. Actually, Doreen, he has had a near-death experience, and he sat us down, and he basically asked us, what happened for me? He goes, what happened in your life when you were 31? Woo! And it was there for everybody when he gave the number. God, he just knows how the relationships you're attracted to are for you if you don't fight them and realize, it's to teach us about us. person we're with, whether it's a spouse or friend or whatever, is when there comes up a judgment or a against that person, you're thinking and believing something about yourself. They are helping you. Actually, we're walking each other home. I love that from A Course in Miracles. We're all walking each other home through love, to the love that we already are. Because we're not going to get it from that person, whether it's a friend, sister, mother, father, spouse. We're not going to ever get love from out there. It's a journey within to find that you are it. Can you even imagine the change in your life when you realize you are the love that you're looking for out there that you will never, ever get? Sissy? Sissy's here? How do you know Sissy's here? Not my Sissy. Sissy? What are you talking about? Anyway, gratitude. Gratitude and love are vibrating at the same frequency, which is very high. When you are grateful for anything, even if something inside is contracting because somebody says something to you, if it hurts, it's because somebody said something or did something that you're not ready to look at within yourself. When you can say, like, okay, when I first moved here to this condo, there was a man, Jack, who lived in a couple of buildings down, and he was at the pool, and I was too, and I got a phone call. So I was talking to my friend. Actually, I think I had it on speaker. Yeah, I think I had it on speaker, and him and I were talking, having a deep conversation, something like this. And when I wasn't off it yet, Jack comes over in front of my lounge chair and stares at me and goes, "You are the rudest person I've ever met. You're having a conversation like there's no one else here, like you own, hi, Pat. Oh, Patty. Hi, Patty." Yeah, he was angry. And the phone was up to my ear. It was up to my ear because I remember saying to him, "Oh, I'm sorry, and thank you." I genuinely felt thank you. I immediately felt the contraction, but I felt a thank you. Now that was powerful for me. Thank you for showing me where I believe I'm doing something wrong. Obviously, that was for me. I brought myself out to the island. I sat out there and finished my conversation. And the next time I saw him was back here. Something happened in between. Oh, he was driving his car and I was heading to the pool another time, a couple weeks later. And I said, "Hi, Jack." He goes, "Hi." He says, "I saw you last week it was at the cable place, Xfinity cable place." He goes, "I was going to say something to you, but you were on your phone again." And I said, "You should have said something to me." He said he was going to say something sarcastic. I said, "You should have." I don't laugh. And he goes, him and his wife were in the car together. He goes, "I want to say it. I really, really want to apologize to you." He goes, that was totally out of line. I don't own that pool, but because I didn't hold anger and resentment, but he's an asshole. How dare he say that to me? Blah, blah, blah. It just was accepted and let go. It wasn't, I didn't hang on to it. It's just like everybody around here that has been against me, which there were 3 women that were against me. And now I'm friends with all of them. I knew they weren't bad people because there aren't any bad or evil people. That's not possible. We are all God, love, whatever you want to. It's doing what it does perfectly for everybody's highest good. Nothing is ever wrong? Take that one in. What does your mind come up with? What's wrong? Tell me. Type in there. Tell me what's wrong in your world. And we'll talk about it. Because it's all for you. When we're identified with this, I'm a victim of life, and constant complaining about what they did to me, what the airline did, what the other driver did, and yes, they're just unhappy people. Yeah, they're, although, yes, they are definitely unhappy. And we can go along with that unhappiness. We can join it and just say, oh, what a bitch she is. Look at that. Or you can have compassion. Realize it hurts to be inside that body when you're believing you're this body and mind only. You're not the love. Their jealousy. Hi, Martha. Thank you for being here. The joy and love that we already are is only dumbed down. People are idiots, Patty. That's not true. Because we are all one. We are on the fundamental level. That love that we're looking for out there is what we are. We are that. And when you say somebody else is an idiot, you're literally hurting yourself. We're so numb to our feelings because as it hurt as we started believing that we are this person. When we're between 1 and 2, we start realizing in the mirror that we are Lori, Lynn, Patty, at least we believe we are these people. And it hurts, and we numb it. We don't feel it. We numb it with shopping, with drugs, alcohol. We're trying to fill a void because we know we're not these bodies and minds. We're so much more than that. So much more. People that are against you and don't even know you are unhappy. You know you are unhappy people. Accept themselves. Yes, showing them love and acceptance. That's exactly what's happened here. I don't hold on to anybody is an idiot or anybody is trying to hurt me. Every time I feel a contraction inside, like they hurt me, blaming them, 3 fingers are pointing back at me to see where I'm thinking and believing badly about them, but it's hit something that I'm believing about myself. If somebody calls me an idiot and it contracts in here, that means I'm believing it because it hurts. If somebody called me a pickle, that's not going to hurt. I'm going to laugh. Just like an idiot. I'm going to laugh because I know I'm not that. Nobody is. Yes. Okay, Alicia, I know you're angry at her. Seems like she totaled Haley's car. How can that be for you? Stretch. How could that be for you? How do you know that this woman, is it Amy? It doesn't hurt you to say she's stupid from this level, from the mind, Alicia, because it's blowing out at her, taking the onus off you. Everything that happens is for you. Listen, I got scammed for $30,000. It was for me. The acceleration in understanding this, because I had to sit with that pain, the pain of blaming someone else. No, you didn't do it, but in the bigger picture, the you that you are has put everything in motion for you to wake up to the realization that you are directing all of this from the higher, not from this. This mind could not orchestrate this so as beautifully as it is. Anything we resist or fight or be angry at owns our heart, because your heart is in a cage, a hardened shell. But That's not where it wants to be. It wants to be open. Where can you love her? As you love her, you love you. Well, it's really as you love yourself. The other, you just love everybody else. That's the love that we are. You make a great pickle. Thank you, Jimmy. Oh, that's another one that I could just eat them up. When your heart is open and your mind, body, and mind are the same. Is if it's closed and angry and fighting the world, your heart is closed, and you're not loving. Love is not conditional. Real love is not conditional. It is not because you did something for me or because we resonate on it's a little openness to everything that's happening, no matter what it is, even if it's being scammed. No matter what, it is perfectly orchestrated, all of it, for you to wake up to this dream of separation. Separation from the others, separation from yourself, who you really are, that love that you are. It just goes. I imagine you guys can feel it from what I'm saying, or because we're the same thing. So when I express my love, it's basically pushing out that energy to, I can't say you, because individuals, we're not individual people, we are one. It looks like on the timeline that we're individual people because a baby doesn't know time. Does that make sense? The baby doesn't have any idea of time. It's just being. Once it realizes or starts believing it's a person. Okay, we'll get I'm going to go to that, Patty, in a second. The the baby, no timeline. Once it realizes it's a me looking in the mirror, there's the timeline. That's when it starts. That's what's called the illusion of separation. Like this is a dream. No different than the night. When you wake up from a bad dream and you go, oh, thank God it was a dream. That's what's going to happen when these bodies drop. Thank God that was a dream. But as Jesus says, you can be in the world dream, but not of it. You can be in it and play the avatar person. That's the dream, but not of it, not connected to it, not believing in it. So, Alicia, how could you, I think her name is Amy, how could you look at Amy with new eyes? She didn't do something. You're not a victim of her. How could you look at her as she is your gift? That's what will expand this and make it come down to your heart. The hating on her, she could be your catalyst for seeing through this. Use her. Use her as your catalyst to finally realize that you are capable of loving yourself. Oh, it's hard to say that because yourself, that's not true either. That's why I'm saying loosely hang on to what I'm saying. Just feel between the words. Feel the love that you are between the words, the space. Because somebody said to me yesterday, or they said it's a journey within. So I said to him, I actually posted it this morning because he posted it on his thing. He called me her and him, our conversation. And then I realized last night after watching that movie, the journey within is, it's not a place. I was thinking it was a place. Where do you think about a place within? It's not a within. It's not a place. It's literally a slowing down of the thoughts, getting in the body. When you're in the body, when you take a breath and bring it down to your hips, bring it right in your body, follow it. That's taking away from this. When you're in your body, in your heart, more than this, then that's love. Then that's compassion and love. We're not fostered that. It's in school. It's all about learn, 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 learn. This journey of finding out that you are the love that you're looking for out there that you'll never find until you journey within is I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. What was I saying? Oh my god. It just went. That's another thing. When you're more in your body than in your mind, you forget shit. And I can see where people talk themselves into Alzheimer's because the fear of the future. Because that's another thing. This mind is either in the past, so and so hurt me, and that is kept in this body. Pain. It's stuffed in here. Pain, resentment, anger, fight. But as you find the love that you are, you that anger, that constriction, that heaviness is gone, so it lightens the load. You just feel so light and free. In the dream, the person feels light and love. You just feel love. And it can't be taken away. This kind of love is not taken away by somebody. It's impossible. If somebody's in my life and gets angry at me and they leave it, that love doesn't go anywhere. Just like when somebody dies. My dad died, so it seems. In the dream, he died. So I am, when I think of him, same as you guys. When I get an image of him, so much love and gratitude. Where did he go? Where did he go? He didn't go anywhere. That love, that pure joy that I feel when I think of him is here. It didn't have anything to do with his body. It's here. That way. So he didn't take anything away. And he didn't go anywhere. And Patty, the purpose of me being scanned, as soon as I was standing right in this living room, when I realized it was the truth, that's what happened, it felt like my whole world imploded. Everything in here just seemed to melt down into nothing. It was like everything I had ever believed was gone. It was a complete paradigm. Just like that's why I related to that Shift movie so much, is because when his world, when the benefactor took him out of that, his life, in the accident, he was extracted to a different reality. There was nothing he could make heads or tails of. This mind has to have things in place, like things around it, to feel safe. The only thing that needs to feel safe is this body and mind. Who you are doesn't need to feel safe. It's not affected by anything going on here. So that scamming thing accelerated this understanding more than I ever could have done on my own. Any kind of, it just, because I knew I could not blame him. Because if I'm pointing fingers at him, 3 more are pointing back at me. No blame. No, if I hold resentment and anger for him, that's living here. I love this too much to hold on to that, any of that. I cannot hate anybody because hatred can't live here when this love is coming out. I have one person here that there's something, I haven't quite figured it out. But she's, okay, so I have a plumeria bush outside, and she knew I wanted to keep it. And she went out. I saw her coming and I went, "What are you doing?" I went out there. "What are you doing?" I said, "You're not cutting down that plumeria." "Yes, I am. But I want it." See that ego? I want it. I want. It's all about me. There's a wall inside called me that things hit. And it has to react. Nope, I turned around and walked back in, watched her cut it down, and went, okay, I'm not a victim of her. I wanted this freedom so much. I'm willing to test all of it. That love taken away from her is taken away from me if I'm angry at her. And I'm not saying anger's bad. I'm not saying anger's bad. I'm just saying when I hold it here, it hurts. And I'm clear on that today. Anyway, so when she cut that down, that was another beautiful pivotal point for me to not blame and to reorganize it and say, okay, why am I feeling like a victim? Why it's coming right through that me that I believe I am, and spatting it out because that's what's inside. Like Dr. Dyer used to say, you have an orange and you squeeze that orange. What comes out of that orange? Does apple juice come out of that orange? No. Orange juice comes out because that's what's inside. Somebody squeezes you, metaphorically squeezes you, what comes out? Anger? Because that's what's inside already. If you get squeezed and love is inside, it dissipates. It dissipates the perceived appearance of it. That's probably too hard to follow. Whatever's happening seems to be happening in this dream of separation. I wish there was a way, an easy way to transmit this. And it's not through words, it's through feeling. Are you guys feeling this? Hit the like button or whatever if you're actually feeling this. I want to see those things go up. It's not about the words, it's about feeling. Can you feel something, the truth in what's being said here? Because there is an understanding that happens at some point, because that's what happened with me. And then it slowly, life happenings, I chose on the higher level, I chose to say, okay, this is not me. This is something to teach me about my true self. To teach the Lori character in this dream about love, real love, not superficial romantic love or what. That is not love. Love has no opposite. Some people say love and fear are opposite, but I don't. The more I go, the more I don't believe that. Love is the ultimate. There is no opposition, because as it builds within, it doesn't matter what happens. It literally doesn't matter what happens. So here I am dialing in who knows what, but I've said I've taken the oath for no matter what, I want to see through this illusion completely. And it's a journey, not a destination. It makes it seem like there's a destination. I don't know. Some people seem to have hit something, but it's unfolding. It's an unfolding. It's a beautiful unfolding. But if you fight it, that's why I said breathe and don't resist. Breathe deep and don't. Whatever you're resisting or fighting is there for you to teach you something. If you take a breath every time something goes, oh, because right there, anytime there's a oh or a forced talking about it with somebody else, that's ego. That's the false self. There's your temple bell letting you know that you're thinking and believing something against yourself, your body mind self, not who you really are. Who you really are is not touched, like I said, about anything here. Because it's just an energy. Love can't be touched. Sounds amazing. I'm trying hard to understand all this. Okay, Patty. I love you. I was the same way. Don't try. Can you just trust that just by being open to hearing the message, it's doing its work? Just by being open and willing, just a little bit willing to hear it, just know that it's there. The ego, the person we think we are, when it hurts, it's only temporary, unless you keep it going, unless the thoughts keep repeating it, like Alicia with the neighbor. Keep repeating it. That's friggin' torture. But as you let go, hearing this, and if you just are willing to take that breath and to go, when I say go within, there's no other way to say it. The thoughts slow down. So there's more space between the he did that to me, especially on the road. Try it on the road. Somebody cuts in. Notice where you cut in, where somebody could be calling you an idiot. How many times have I been behind somebody? It's a couple of times in my life where I've been. The speed limit is, and it turns out to be one of my customers in Maine when I was in Maine doing hair. Oops! Bing! Right in my face. Perfect. When it's a stranger, it's easy to project all that anger that's inside. But when that love is inside, come on in. I'll slow down a little, let you in. Doesn't hurt me any. Just slow down and let you in. It's okay. Thank God it wasn't an accident. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Seems like it's run out. Unless anybody has a question. I loved this today. This was so... And a pickle. Oh my God, Jimmy. I love that. Yeah, if somebody calls you a pickle, you're gonna laugh. You're not gonna believe it's true. But if somebody calls you a C word, ooh, then there's fighting words. Because this puts meaning on words. They don't have to mean a damn thing. None of this has to have any meaning. That's a big one. None of this has to. It's only this that puts meaning on anything going on here. And usually it comes up against a me inside that has this rigid me qualities. Me. They did that to me. I'm doing this. I did that. There's nobody in there doing anything. Life is just happening. It's literally just happening. I was turning over in bed last night. That's how we talk, with the eye. Literally, there was a turning over and a trying to get comfortable and just watching the legs move to a better position. Who did that? There was no conscious thought of, geez, I should move my leg up this way and put my foot between Peter's legs to whatever, because it felt comfortable. I had nobody was in here directing that. It's literally just happening. Watch yourself in the shower. Watch how it all gets done while there's a billion thoughts going on. While this is all getting done. How's that happening? How's that happening? Is there you in there directing that? Driving is the best. How many miles away are you in your mind as you get the blinker goes on, the turning happens? Nobody's in here. That me that you think you are isn't real. It's literally just a thought, a bunch of thoughts. I'm a mom. I'm a woman. I'm a. What we really are that animates this body is not going to be quantifiable. It will never put it in a box. The mind will never be able to understand what it is. But when I saw my dad's body in that bed, he was there when we left. When we came back, he was gone. Whatever animated that body was obviously gone. Where did it go? Was that him, that body? Or is that just what I thought he was because I believe I am this body? Do you feel the magnitude of that? It's nothing. Some people call it energy, but even that's putting it. I mean, if that helps, use energy. That makes all of this move, these words come out. I literally, when Facebook tells me I need to write what I'm going to talk about, really? I have no clue where any of this is going. Zero. So I just put something in there because I can't go live unless I put something in there now. I think today I just said, let's just have some fun. Because that's what it is. You don't take anything. Okay. You don't take as much seriously. That's where I'm at. I'm at. There's no I here to be at anywhere. But it's in the dream. It seems like Lori is on a trajectory where she's unearthing the truth of who she is, which makes it feel lighter and lighter. Because there's no love and gratitude vibrating high, so high. Sometimes it's like, ooh, come back down, Law. I hear my mom. She always used to, because when I was little, there was no identity, and I was excited. Calm down. Shh. How many times were we told that? Shh. When you were feeling pure joy, so shame came in that we were doing something wrong when we felt joy. And we felt we were doing something wrong when we cried or when we got angry. We weren't allowed to feel. And I'm not blaming my mom or my dad. I'm not blaming because that happened to them. But it's stopping here now. I just wish I was raising my kids. I'm just there for my grandkids now because my kids don't want to hear this. My oldest used to be open. I don't know where that went. The scamming thing was profound for everyone in my life. Everyone in this dream, each one had their own way they had to deal with it because the anger it brought up in them because I wouldn't hear them. I believed I was helping somebody. And when all of them could not, I would not hear them saying it's not true, you're being scammed. I wouldn't hear it. Period. So depending on what happened with their anger, that's their process. But I know that it's not affecting any of them on their true nature level. And It just isn't. All right. Does it feel complete to you guys? I know I said this already, but feels complete, I think. Thank you for hanging with me. I love you all so much. And in turn, I love myself. In this dream, love is the highest order. Have a wonderful day. And I'm not sure about next Sunday. I'd like to be here next Sunday, but it's Peter's birthday. It's Christmas Eve, and we'll be getting ready to go to my mom's. We'll be at my son's in Maine. So I'd love to be here, but I'll post it. I'll post whether I am or not. I'm probably not going to know until that morning, till Sunday morning. Just look, I'll pin it. I love you. Thank you. Take the day off. This isn't, to me, Doreen, this doesn't feel like work. Can you tell? It's a passion of mine. It's a something that just lights me up. Just love talking about it. The minute I started hearing it back when I was 35. Oh, you lost me. Oh my goodness, Alicia. Yeah, because I talked to you quite a bit. You're gonna have to watch it. All right. Later. Have a great Sunday. Love you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Mwah.